been talking all morning about Faye. Meteorologist Kim Perez is standing by with the very latest on updates, school closings, where Faye's going, Kim, and how strong it could get.
Boy, can I do that all in a couple minutes? All right, let's hope I can. Let's talk about the Atlantic Basin overall, though. I want folks to know that after we deal with Tropical Storm Faye, it's pretty quiet in the Atlantic. This low that moved off of Africa, we got plenty of time to watch it, and that's it. So that's it for this part of the tropical update. Now let's get you updated on Tropical Storm Faye. And we mentioned earlier the Air Force hurricane hunters are just about in here, and they're going to be giving us more detailed information on this, like the pressure. We can get a more accurate reading as they drop that drop sound here, and they give us a reading on this. Right now the pressure is 1,003 millibars. Has it dropped? Has it gone up? That's the kind of stuff we're going to find out. Winds are 50 miles per hour around the center. So we're looking at tropical storm force winds around the center. Now out from the center, we've been seeing some tropical storm gusts into Cuba. But the biggest threat with this, no doubt about it, will be the heavy rain for Cuba and for Jamaica. And as you can see, the convection, here's the center over here, not down here. All the convection, now it was starting to flare up closer to the center, where most of it has been off to the east and off to the south. And you can see where the wind direction here, you can see where that center is by the wind flow right in here. But it's interacting with land, so it's having a hard time, and some drier air in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. Once it gets away from land and maybe heads into the southeastern Gulf of Mexico, that's where the concern is that we could see this become a minimal hurricane. But you know what? The difference between a strong tropical storm and a minimal hurricane as far as impacts, really not much. All right, you need to prepare for power outages, for some very heavy rain here in South Florida. And of course, maybe if you have to evacuate, at least right now, the Keys visitors are the only ones asked to evacuate at this point. So here comes a pretty good rain band. This is the best one yet. This here in the next couple of hours towards the Keys, and so conditions will go downhill from this point. And there's the possibility, of course, with some of these bands of tornadoes, especially tomorrow with this. So that's another thing you have to worry about. Here are the tropical storm warnings, especially for Cuba. Now, the track will take this off towards the west-northwest and possibly becoming a hurricane. So that's why there are hurricane watches up from south of Tampa all the way to the Keys. And by the way, Miami-Dade schools are closed as well Monday and Tuesday, not just Monroe County schools, but Miami-Dade as well. By Tuesday morning, we may be dealing with a landfalling system. And then look at the path of this, taking it right in the southeast where, boy, we could use the rainfall. Of course, we'll keep you up to date on